The American Guerrilla's uniform. Hey everyone, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Today we're going to talk about what is appropriate wear and equipment for the guerrilla warfighter in the United States of America. So we're going to start off with what a lot of people think would be appropriate attire for the guerrilla warfighter in the United States of America. Basically what I'm wearing right now. I just have a tan Carhartt ball cap on, blue flannel, gray pants, nothing too out there, nothing too spectacular. Nice little chest panel here, 3 mags and a knife, secondary weapon system, and a pack with extra ammo, water, food, shelter, that kind of stuff. Just a quick little pack for a couple days out doing the things. And you guys know what this is. Where this could be effective in some situations. There are limitations to this and downsides to this that we're going to get into, and I'm going to show you what I feel is a much better way of approaching it. This, as you can see, would allow me to be effective in a firefight. Not as effective as if I was fully geared up, but still effective. What are some downsides to it? Actually, first, let me talk about some upsides to it. This outfit here, I could ditch my pack, ditch the little chest panel, take the sidearm off, take the rifle off, and walk into society. Blend right in with everyone. But there's some drawbacks, like I said. First, I want to cover the colors. Blue and gray. Common colors, which is really good for if you are trying to blend into society and get away, escape, evade via blending in, just disappearing into the populace. But there are some limitations because you have to have a populace and what you're wearing has to blend in with what people wear in that area. I'm here in Washington State. This would blend in perfectly well where I'm at. But if I was in Seattle, would it? Maybe. Some of the limiting factors are, for number one, ball cap. The ball cap has Carhartt logo on it. Try not to wear anything with logos, writing, pictures, anything like that, because that is specifically identifiable information. Or if you are wearing something like this, when you are identified before you disappear into society, have an extra ball cap in your cargo pocket or in your back pocket of a different color. Take this one off, ditch it, put your other ball cap on. Another thing you can do is layers. If you have a blue flannel on, okay, take it off, have a different color, appropriate shirt underneath, long sleeve shirt if it's cold, whatever it may be. Or what you could do is in your pack, you can have a different color jacket that you could throw on, change your ball cap and jacket or shirt would probably throw most people off because, you know, the gray pants, or if you're wearing blue jeans, that's like ubiquitous. I just don't own any blue jeans. So that's one way to go about it. But I really want to get into what I feel is a much more effective and efficient way of going about this. Because with this outfit, I am high vis in my role as a fighter. I would like to show a lower visibility fighting outfit that is much quicker to do that transition and that blending into society with, and is more effective out there in the woods, because blue and gray are not going to go very well out there. So while you're in the role out there doing the things before you go into society, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. A lot of people like showing stuff like this because it's cool guy, the different colored flannel underneath the tactical gear. It looks cool, yeah, but this isn't the best way to go about it. So let's get into my recommendations. I'm going to show you a much better way to accomplish the same goal and to be more effective as a guerrilla fighter. This is a lot more effective in my book. It is earth tones, and out in that stuff, it's a lot more effective than the blue stuff I was wearing a minute ago. And The pack is a civilian pack. Now, is this optimal? No, it's just a pack I have. It'd be better to have a smaller pack so it doesn't look like a backpacking pack. Just like a bag that you carry to work. You know, like you're a worker going to work. That's what I look like. Just a simple brown ball cap, brown Riggs workwear pants. And how effective am I in this setup? Right now, just a normal dude walking around, looking like I'm going backpacking or something like that. Another thing you can do about that is make your backpack, get a ratty old kind of beat up backpack, maybe patina it with some spray paint in certain ways, and then dress like somebody that's homeless. People probably won't look twice at you like that. Maybe, maybe not, but that's an option. And then if I need to do the things, take the pack off, pull your weapon system out, and you're good to go. Or you could already have your weapon system out, you could have the pack on and have the weapon system out if you're doing the things like out in the woods and doing the operator thing. This, I feel, is a much better option because I want to blend in out there. Yes, you can use natural camouflage. Yes, you can carry with you in your pack an assaulter's ghillie, a leaf suit, something like that. But to be truly effective in this role as a civilian guerrilla fighter, in whatever hypothetical situation we're talking about, this is a much more effective way of going about it. So am I any less effective wearing this kind of outfit? Maybe slightly less, but let me show you. Walk up, see? Am I equipped to fight with that rifle? Right cargo pocket, 1 mag, 2 mags, left cargo pocket, 3 mags, 4 mags, left rear pocket, 5 mags, right rear pocket, which I have it set up so I can grab with this hand, 6 mags. 6 mags without any indication of me carrying anything. And secondary weapon system, concealed. So even if I have to go into town, do the things like this, I can still be fairly effective because I still have my secondary. Now everybody can't carry appendix, but you can carry wherever it is you carry. And you can still have something to be effective. You can still fight the fight, you can still defend yourself, you can still do some things that you might need to do. I highly recommend this approach because look at partisans, guerrillas, resistance fighters around the world, specifically right now, over in the sandbox. Are they running around with chest rigs, plate carriers, all that kind of stuff? Some of them maybe. Most of them just wearing regular attire, throwing mags in their pockets. It's what I like about pants with cargo pockets. You can always throw some mags in there. You always have back pockets, you can throw some mags in there. If you're wearing tactical pants, you may be able to carry more than 6 mags. But come on, as a resistance fighter, 6 mags plus 1, 7 mags is fine for that role. You're not gonna be in a sustained firefight. And if you are, you're probably not gonna live through it. So we have to be honest with ourselves. This gives me the capability of fighting with my primary. It gives me food, water, all the stuff I need in my pack. It gives me a backup weapon system. It gives me all the capabilities I need. And like I mentioned, if you need to ditch stuff, take that off, throw that on. If I need to, take this layer off, just have a gray shirt on underneath it, which is a different color. And gray is a great color because it's not a bright color, it's not a vibrant color, it just kind of, you know, gray man. That's why they call it gray man, because it's just one of those very, very neutral, natural colors that is very prevalent in an urban, suburban type environment. As a guerrilla warfighter, we don't need to concentrate on all that tactical gear. But I'm not saying don't have it, because there may be situations where you don't want to be like this. You want to be full on, get it on. If you're with a unit of people up in the mountains, out in the woods, fighting the good fight, well, maybe the situation will be you'll be more of in a uniformed role. Whereas you'll be wearing camouflage, you'll be wearing stuff like that. But then you got in a whole other group of problems with that also. The whole official combatants roles and stuff like that, and rules and laws and stuff. A lot of times I tend to think of in a situation of SHTF is that total without rule of law. But that's probably not going to be the case. There will be some form of rule of law. But what I feel is that that rule of law, if it's any kind of situation on a larger scale, that rule of law is going to be concentrated on the cities, towns, stuff like that. The more the urban type areas, not the rural areas, because of the population density. So if you are in a role as a partisan, guerrilla, whatever terminology you prefer, in an urban role, it's going to be a lot different than in a rural role. This setup here with a pack on, maybe not exactly how I'm dressed, but in an urban environment, you may not need the earth tones. But I would still recommend having earth tones because there are still green belts, there are still woods, there are still things like that in urban environments that you could disappear into. In a rural environment, I feel this is a need, a necessary need. Earth tones are very important because there's no urban environment to escape into. So know your AO. Understand your area, understand how people dress, what kind of things they carry. If you're in an area, say that, people walking around with hiking backpacks is normal, then maybe go with a hiking backpack. If you want to throw a Hello Kitty day pack on your pack, go for it. If that's what blends into your city. You need to know what's appropriate for your environment. I can't sit here and tell you everything because all the situations are different, all the environments are different, but I recommend really thinking about this approach. Seeing how many mags you can carry on you, how much stuff you can carry in your pack. Does your rifle break down and go fit in your pack? If not, take a look at what kind of pack you have and adjust from there. This is a much simpler way of going about it because you don't have to buy a bunch of gear. And in a situation where you may be fighting in this kind of environment, you can still be effective as you saw, but you have a much lower signature. You're not going to stand out. That's the big thing. Don't stand out. Don't wear, I love tactical pants, but don't wear tactical pants. Don't wear tactical ball caps. Don't wear anything tactical. I really try to stay away from tactical type stuff because of this situation. Things going badly, that kind of stuff makes you stick out. Another thing that may make you stick out is your cleanliness, your hygiene. Is your beard trimmed nice? Right now is not a good example because it is. Now I would let it grow out. If you're clean shaven, nice flat top or something like that, nice high and tight, well, that's gonna stick out. Also, how you carry yourself is gonna stick out. I can't, in this situation, walk around like I normally do because certain people exude a certain feeling to those around them. Me and many other people, you would stick out. People would recognize and see based on your stance, your gait, your appearance, how you hold yourself, that you are a potential threat. So, do things along the gray man approach. Kind of walk with your head down, but keep your eyes moving. I'm not saying put your head down and just ignore everything. I'm saying just slightly tilted, kind of like that indication of subservient. Also, maybe walk slower, change your gait, relax, maybe slump your shoulders like you're resigned. The situation's going bad, I'm resigned, I'm just, going along, I'm trying to get along to get along. You can't be walking around like this, like, hey, what's up, man? Anyway, hope you guys think about this. I hope you guys put the stuff on, test it, see what fits, where it fits, and train with it. Talk about this training all the time. A lot of people they love putting on all the kit and going on training. Sure, that's great in so many roles. But talk to your guys if you have a group of people that you train with and incorporate this into your training. Have people outfitted like this so that you can practice. How quickly can I get my primary out of my backpack? How quickly can I get to my secondary? How quickly can I do mag swaps from all the different locations on my body in this setup? And also, by using it, you'll identify strengths and weaknesses. What else do you need? What don't you need? So get out there and train with your gear in this setup. You never know what you might find. If you really want to be effective, you know that you got to train the way you fight, because you'll fight the way you train. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.